What's good, y'all? Here for another episode of Fatherhood Fraternity. Come here, Ava. Come brush my hair. So, as you can see behind me, we have some bags packed because, as I told you a few months ago, we're going on a cruise. And today is the day. Come here. You can come in the camera. Today is the day that we're actually catching a plane to go towards a cruise, and we have to leave Ava for 10 days. That's going to be crazy. I can't imagine how I'm going to feel. But we're going to have fun. Me and my wife need the time to be adults. And this is like our honeymoon. Well, this is our honeymoon. This is going to be our delayed honeymoon. We've been married for about a year and a half now. So it's about due time for us to have some adult time. Yeah, I think so too. You going to be alright? Yes? Are you going to miss Daddy? Okay. Well, that's what she said, and we're going to miss her too. So, like, going on trips like this makes you makes you really think about, like, what happens if something happens while we're traveling. And I just think that it's something that all fathers should be prepared for, and should definitely be prepared for their future. So, even though it seems kind of... Yes. See, Ava? Prepared. Yeah, I think so. What do you think? Yes? Okay. So being prepared for your future is really taking care of your family, and adding that. Yes, I'm taking care of you, and I think that it should be. What does that mean? Yes, you see the camera? Say hi. Yeah. And I think being responsible enough. You said bye-bye already? Don't say bye-bye. Daddy's gonna miss you. You gonna be nice? Yes. So, like I was trying to say, being a father, you should be responsible enough to take care of your family. And if something happens to you, then you should be able to leave something for them so there'll be less stress and they can have a step forward. Generations can be blessed by you and your preparation. So today, I felt like it would be a good time for me to talk to my guy Odis, who is who's my life insurance agent, and I hope that he has some information that will help you make the correct decision for your family and to take care of yourself, your spouse, and your kids. So we're about to head out now and get our day started. I'm about to get her dressed. I got a few more errands to run before we hit the plane. Hey, are you going up the steps? Get down. Ava, take my hand. Are you scared? Alright, let's get your shoes on. Ooh, you look pretty. Shoes? Where's your feet, Ava? Good job. How old are you? 1. Yay! Good job, Ava. Ready to go bye-bye? Let's go. So we made it to our man OPZ's State Farm spot. So we're gonna go in here after she gets done eating. Say hi. So after she gets done eating, we're gonna go in here and have a little conversation about life insurance and planning for the future.
Odis Parker, State Farm insurance agent. Been with State Farm family as a team member for 9 years. Been a State Farm agent and owner of record for 6. A good quote that I like, and it says, "Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small." And that was a Chinese philosopher, Sun Tzu. That's a quote that I really like. The reason that for me it's important is that it's a lot about probability versus consequence, right? So the probability of something happening in our lives is usually relatively low, but what's the consequence to us and our families if it does not happen as we plan? And I think that a lot of people can do themselves a service and their family a service if they address these things early on while it's easy, versus when it's more difficult or more problematic in the future. I think with my experience is that people are under the notion that it's much more expensive than what it is. So really they think that it's a lot more cost that comes with it. It's a little bit more cumbersome of a process than what it is. Also, I think people are a little intimidated that it's difficult to understand and that there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of facets that make it difficult, and it becomes something that they're intimidated by, and they would rather not address it. They say, you know what, it's just too much work. It takes too much effort on my part. So you know what, I'm just going to roll with what I have, so to speak, and that's not necessarily the best mindset to be in. I think one of the examples that I like to use with my clients, and something that I found resonates really well, is I use the home example, if you will. Really, there are a lot of hybrids, but there really are pretty much just two types of life insurance. It's what they call term life insurance, and they have permanent life insurance. And the home example that I like to use, and one that resonates with my clients, is term life insurance is like renting an apartment, and permanent life insurance is like owning a home. And what I mean by that is that in both situations you have a roof over your head, so that's the most important thing. So term life insurance is a little bit more like renting an apartment. Permanent life insurance is like owning a home. Usually most insurance companies, they have terms as little as 5 years, some as little as 1 year, and then usually you'll see a term extend anywhere from 20 to 30 years. So just like when you rent an apartment, your rent or lease agreement is the same for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Same rings true for term life insurance, is that your monthly cost is the same and it's locked in, guaranteed for however long you negotiate your contract for.
So if something happens to you within that term, then you're covered.
Exactly. And then even beyond that term, just like an apartment, again, using that example, they don't kick you out of your apartment when your lease agreement is up. They just say that it's time to renegotiate or recalibrate what you're being charged or what your rent agreement is. Same thing rings true for term life insurance, is that at that 20-year mark or that 30-year mark, your policy doesn't necessarily go away, or at least not with all companies. It's just the terms of the arrangement change, or the price could change potentially at that time. You're never going to be healthier or in better shape than what we are as young people, right? So typically, I think it's most advantageous for clients to look at life insurance the younger you are. Again, you're healthy. The younger you are, the cheaper it is, quite frankly. But really, there's not an age where you're too old per se to get life insurance. Usually, with most life insurance companies, though, when you get up to about 90 years of age, it's a little bit cost prohibitive, right? Or you just may not be interested in it at that part of the game. Absolutely. A father could do something like this for their children and to have it paid off before they set foot to college. And what they've done is they've created an instant asset for their child. They've created guaranteed insurability. So if their child develops something a little bit later in life, they still have something that's been established that dad did for them, right, early on. And in that, being a leader, right, and that what us as fathers are supposed to be doing, or future fathers, right, looking to do is create wealth and legacy for our kids at a young age and set the example. I would say that our community, we need to continue to work on making it more of a priority. I don't want to make a sweeping statement, right, and say that all of us as a community don't feel that it's important, but I think that we find out a lot later than some other communities how important it is, and then usually we find out when we're a little bit older and it's not quite as cost efficient. So I think that what you're doing, and I think that what the Fatherhood Fraternity represents, is an opportunity for us to change that and make that different for the young people that are coming up behind us and the ones that look up to us. But yeah, unfortunately, we are, more times than not, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball as far as finding out the information. I don't think that is for a lack of us not caring, but again, I think that it really hasn't been taught to us how important it is, and again, how cost efficient it can be early on. So my mission and my goal and what I like to try to do is slowly debunk that and change that with each family that I come across, and I'm very particular about doing that with our community. Absolutely. My office phone number here is 740-927-9111. My cell phone number, 937-838-6347. I don't have any problem giving those items out. I can be reached on my social media. My Facebook name is Odis Parker III, Odis. My Instagram handle is DJ Opzy, OPZZY. Pretty much any platform, if you know somebody or you're able to jump online, please reach out. Those are the only ways that we're going to be able to get through these things as a community, is just talk, inquire. I'm not a high pressure person. If people want more information, that's what I'm here for. But have a friend, tell a friend. I'm sure that through 6 degrees of separation, I'm not too difficult to track down. But please, any of those other mediums, please give me a call.
I appreciate you taking time to talk to us about this and educate us, because I know that education is key to everything. And without us having the keys to success, it's going to be hard to be successful. So I appreciate you doing what you're doing in the community and helping us. And I'm a client. So I've had the conversation, and I see the value in it. And I want to make sure I spread that to my family.
Thank you. I mean, I'm just humbled to be here, humbled for the opportunity, and I think everything of what you guys represent with Fatherhood Fraternity, and you in particular, you just continue to be a leader. So thank you for the opportunity.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.